All right, everybody. It is Monday, the 29th of April. It's Josie, Tong, and on the other side of the continent, we have Liko. We are doing our presentation today. But before that, we all know about this 10% consultants enrollment pack. I think it's really, really good value. I've been able to sell a couple of them. And so it's time to start contacting. So we are going to go through inviting today. So that is first thing is that we're all aware of the 10% off enrollment packs, okay? And that this will be until May 1st, end of the month. And so exciting. We have this for the first 16 days of May, a beautiful cosmetic bag that is branded with our LifeVantage name and logo over there. And so this is perfect, talk to people about our skincare collection, because I know you guys have been using it and we've seen amazing before and after photos. So this is going to be a freebie from 1st to 16th of May. So you can start talking to people now. We obviously need to close off the month and then we'll talk to people about it. So now let's head off to Liko, who's going to talk to us about our New Zealand roadshow that is coming up.
Awesome. Yeah. Hi, everybody. It's great to be here. I'm super excited about our New Zealand Roadshow that's happening next month. We have got an incredible lineup of speakers coming. We've got 4 different venues. So we've got on May the 8th, it's going to be at Lake Taupo. On May the 9th, it's going to be in Rotorua. And on May the 10th, it's going to be in Christchurch at the Elms. And then at the 11th of May, it's going to be in Auckland. We've got the beautiful Grania coming across with Tasia, who I think we've all heard about in our trainings. If you haven't, she's an incredible beauty therapist who is a wealth of knowledge. And so, and also Dr. Gail Pearson as well is also on the tour as well. So these events are open to everybody. The numbers are definitely growing, which is fantastic. So if you have got people that are keen to come, please RSVP sooner rather than later, so that we know how many to cater for, and also so they don't miss out, because there are some events that are definitely very popular. So yeah, it's going to be amazing. So definitely anybody that you know in New Zealand, invite them. Kath and Lindsay will also be there as well. So if anybody's not there in person, but you're inviting people, let somebody know who you're inviting so that we can make them feel really welcome and look after them for you.
Wow, that is exciting. So we'll have Miss Grania over there, Dr. Gail, Tassie, etc. So make sure you contact people top to bottom of New Zealand and let's fill the rooms. So let's go to our main topic today. It's mastering the basics of inviting. So drop in the chat how long you have been in LB, because, depending on how long you've been and how much engaged you are with the basics, then inviting could be a challenge, or it could be something that you can do easily. So let me just start by just reiterating what is the purpose. Why are we inviting? So in the beginning, when I first started in network marketing 14 years ago, I thought that when I invite that I would, give more information that I should. But of course, I've learned since that it's really not verbal vomiting to our prospects, but instead we're inviting our prospect to look at an information, nothing more, nothing less. So we're not thinking they're going to join or they become customers. So our intention, and we're going to learn a little bit about mindset on inviting. So you'll be talking to 2 types of prospects: people you know, who are your warm markets, and people you don't know, people that you're going to meet in the shops, people that are online, they're probably on social media. And so the training that Liko and I will do today is like a very, very brief overview of what is inviting. But definitely, if I was you, I would go online. There's quite a lot of training on inviting. So why is it important for us to learn how to invite? Because the fact of the matter is, inviting is one of the most important part of your business. And I say this to new people all the time. You could be earning $1,000 a month, even just by learning how to invite people and connect them to tools and information. But if you don't invite, you won't have a business. That is for sure, because our business is about talking to people. Just like any business, I guess, if you don't talk to people, no one's going to know that you are in business. So we need to become an expert in inviting. And I say expert, yes, in order for us to increase an income. This is the gateway skill. We learned that, from GoPro. It's like, it is definitely the master skill that we need to learn and become an expert. And how do we become an expert? By using it every single day. How did I become good at talking to people? Because I talk to people all the time, and then you learn and grow and learn and make mistakes, because that is how we grow our skills in this business. So let's have a bit of a mindset. So when you start inviting, think about this. People will say no. And so don't take it personally. So we were taught from the very beginning that we do not stay attached to the outcome. It doesn't matter. You're ringing people for a purpose. We're in a helping people business. So we're calling them just to have a look. Okay, so do not be attached to the outcome. The number two, which a lot of people make mistake, is that listen more than you talk. Who here is very good at listening? Drop a 1 in the chat, because this is a skill that we need to learn in this business, is to be better at listening. Be interested, not interesting. That is one thing that I learned from team sales a long time ago. It's like, be interested, don't be interesting. Do not be the person. And when I first started, I have people that just talk. Like, I see them, they're talking to a prospect, and all they're talking is about themselves. It's really should be 20% just, asking questions, validation, and 80% let them talk. Because when they talk, that's when we start to qualify and find out what is it that they need, what is it that they want, and what is it that they don't want. Because we cannot really be inviting someone unless we qualify and know what they want, know what their needs are, and know what they don't want. And we are a solution finder. Be a solution finder. So when you go out there and talk to people, know that you have got a gift in your hands, and that we are there looking for people who are looking at what we have. Listen for the challenges in their life that you can help them with, not just with your Life Vantage business, but could be in general. So you could be talking to a friend, they might be your intention might be to invite them, but as you create the conversation, they could be talking about something else. So maybe it's not the time at that time to invite them, but instead, maybe you need to talk them through whatever other matters that they want to raise with you. And be authentic and genuine. It's like, be yourself. We don't need to be perfect. It's like, you don't need to be someone else. If you heard someone in a training and they're so enthusiastic or over the top, you don't have to be that. You got to be you. We all have different personalities. We have people that are introvert and extrovert, and, people that are just really happy, or, we all have those different personalities. So be yourself. We do not need to be perfect. And I want you to think about this. It's like, really and truly, we need to set our intentions. And this is so important. Inviting is part of what we need to do to have more people looking at information about the products and about the business. But it still starts with, what is it that you really want out of this business? Because it's hard to be motivated if you don't know what you want. We need to know our why first, okay? And then when we know our why, we could pick up the phone, because that why is going to drive us. That it doesn't really matter what the other person will say on the other end of the phone. It doesn't matter, because we're looking for people who are in the looking zone. And also that our intention is why we want to help other people. We all know our products is changing many people's lives. And we know that a lot of people are looking for a side hustle. I mean, gosh, the economy is such that interest rates have gone up so many times. The cost of groceries has gone up so many times. So there are people in the looking zone. When I first started in this business, just one message that I learned when I went to my first event is this guy who's a really top leader, he says, who are you looking for? You are looking for people in the looking zone. And it's really stuck in my mind. It's like, I'm looking for people in the looking zone. And how, look for people who are looking for the products and the benefits of it, and also for the opportunity. And how you do that is you ask questions. You ask questions and qualify. And do not be the first person, meaning you don't need to be an expert. Like, it doesn't have to be me. And I'm telling you this, I never present to my prospects. I present in a group, but I send them tools instead. I'll talk about that because it's part of inviting. It's step out of the information business, because let someone do it. So when you're inviting people, you're not giving them so much information that they already make a decision based on what you already told them. So the most effective to invite your prospects to are your tools. There's so many tools that we have: PubMed, the ABC Primetime, our Facebook groups. There's just so many things, links, and most importantly, events, okay, and peer review studies and patents. So, all those people that I have invited to have a look at this information, I send them a tool first. I have my favorite tools, and I think you should have that as well. You have it in your boards so that it's easy for you, and you need to know where events are. Three-way call is really important. We have someone who's really like a top diamond in another company joined our business in the Philippines. Like, he could be giving information himself, but you know what? I'm on the Zoom a lot because he's using me as a three-way validation. So important. So I want to share with you this. Many years ago when I started, I was part of a mastermind. In fact, a lot of those people who are part of the mastermind and are multiple 6- and 7-figure earners. And we learned this script, and it's so good. So I kept it because I know it works for me. So the first is, it's all about relationship. You got to invite people because you built some kind of relationship. But after saying that, you also don't want to be building too much relationship that then becomes awkward to invite. So you can actually do your own script. There's so many scripts. We have a boards app. Like, I can tell you that I have pages and pages and pages and pages of scripts, but this is what works for me. Okay. So, after having a conversation with someone, and that, because remember, you need to ask questions. So how's it going? The family, occupation, recreation, and maybe what is it that motivate them? And then, maybe they tell you, oh my gosh, I'm telling you, like, I'm sick of working. Like, I'm sick of working. I wish I could stay more at home. You don't have to invite them right away, but you could get back to them and say, you know what? We were having a chat the other day, and you told me that you wish you could stay at home and have more time with the kids. Then you say, if I could show you a way to be able to stay, like, we could show you a way to be able to have more time, spend time with the kids and work from home. Would you be open to taking a look at a 3-minute video that I can share with you? Okay. So that can show you something that a lot of people are actually doing using social media. So you got to write the script, and then you need to get their commitment. After you've invited them, you don't leave it at that. Because remember that you're offering them a tool. If I could show you a way to be able to stay at home, would you be open to taking a look at a 3-minute video? It's got really great information. And then you get their commitment. So they might say yes. So when do you think you can look at it for sure? Because you want to get their commitment. You don't want to leave that conversation without them making that commitment. So then they might say, well, I'll have a look. Usually I'd say, when can you look at it for sure? Can you look at it by 7 o'clock today? And if you give them that option, they usually, sure. Then I'd say, so if I called you at 7:15, would you have watched it for sure? Because you are just getting that. So, like with the scripts, it's better that you create it yourself, because the invitation is really dependent on the situation and the person you're talking to. So these are the 3 phrases that I love to use. So this may or may not be for you. I don't know. So that way, they feel like, oh, okay, they're more open if you say this. Look, Mary, this may or may not be for you. I don't know. But I know of many moms that have looked at this and it's working for them. it may be a way we can work together. So these could be your friends. This could be your ex-work colleagues before. That is a good phrase. And then you could say, Mary, see if it resonates with you and where you want to head. So this, I found that these are the 3 phrases that's really helped me a bit, and maybe it can help you as well. And really, guys, invitation is just about doing this. In reality, there's no perfect script. You just have to do it and customize to match your personality. And, write your own script. There's a lot of suggestive scripts that you can find, but just write it and practice it. How do you practice? Practice in front of anybody. You know how I practice? I used to practice before. I just pick up the phone and pretend that I was talking to someone. Because when I first started in this business, in network marketing, there was no such thing as Zoom or Facebook or anything like that. It was telephone call. So I just pretend I'm calling somebody and feel the fear and do it anyway. Look at your vision board, look at the reason why you're doing it, and just do it anyway. And then follow the guidelines and go along with your hearts and your ears. Because we are here, guys, to be able to help other people. So now I hope that you've learned something from there. It's very, very quick. But let me tell you, when I started to really want to earn enough money in this business so that, we have sufficient for my kids, I invested in tools and training. Like there was a Brilliant Compensation, that was the name before. I invested in that and I listened to like 10 CDs. So it's all about investing, but you don't need to do that now. There's so much information out there. You can have a look at YouTube. You can have a look at other things. And so let's go ahead and get Liko to share some of the scripts that she finds that really works for her. So Miss Liko, here you go.
Thanks, Josie. It was very helpful. Thank you. As always, it was amazing. I've just got some slides that I'm going to share. Okay, can you see that?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, so what I will say, having just listened to Josie, and then, oops, can you hear me? Can you see me?
Full screen. You want to put it on play?
Oh, sorry. Yep. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, what I will say after listening to Josie, and I've heard lots of these things many times, but my favorite saying is repetition leads to discovery. And it's because it's true. The more times that we hear something, then, we may or may not just be in a different space and we just hear it differently when somebody else says it. So I will just say that to begin with. So obviously we've got the New Zealand Roadshow coming up. I know there's roadshows coming up around Australia. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about inviting to events. And the main thing I want to say is build excitement. These are incredible opportunities. We know how incredible these products are. We've heard the stories. We've got our own stories. We've got our own testimonials. So be excited. We have got some incredible people who have joined this company and in this, business. All of you here tonight are those people. So it is very exciting. And so, yeah, build that excitement when you're talking to somebody. Make people feel welcome, make them feel like they want to be there. I would say make it easy. You can also create some FOMO, some fear of missing out, because we don't want people to miss out. We don't want them to go, oh gosh, I wish I'd been at that night. I heard it was amazing. But most of all, just be you, be excited and don't overthink it. Oops, no, I don't want that one. Need to learn how to, how do I shut that down? Sorry. Close that. Now I'm going to go back to here. Oh. Don't let me drive soon. I can't get it.
You can take it off full screen. You can take it off full screen.
I think, here we go. There we go. All right. So what I'm going to say is we can make it as complex or as simple as we like.
Not
and as
moving.
Josie said, what's that?
It didn't move.
It didn't move? It's not full
No.
screen?
It is full screen, but it didn't move to the next slide.
So
Oh.
have you got boards has lots of suggestions?
No.
Huh. Interesting. Have you got that now?
No. Maybe you
Huh.
take it off. Maybe you can just,
Oh dear.
can you
Okay.
remove the share and then redo it again?
Yeah, I'll do that. Is that better? Have you got it now?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So there's lots of different ways to obviously invite. We can make it as simple or as complex as we like. Obviously, as Josie said, Boards has got lots of suggestions. I love Tara Wilson's invite. She said, I started sharing a wellness business. Who do you know that wants to be healthy and make more money? And that is a conversation starter. So if you're thinking, if you've got a big list of people and you're thinking about inviting somebody, then that is a conversation starter. That you can reach out to talk to people. Another one that I really like, which is really simple, is if you want a conversation starter and you want to start a conversation, then you could just say, I'm curious to know, has anyone ever shared protandem NRF2 with you? And the amount of people that I've asked that question as a conversation starter, and they're like, no, I've never heard of it. And all of a sudden, they are in a conversation with you. Whereas sometimes I find when we send longer scripts, and I'm going to share one of those as well, because I do it myself, we sometimes we lose people. And so it's just sometimes the short, sharp, snappy things, sentences, things that we can say can actually just start that conversation, that going backwards and forwards. So as Josie said, when we're inviting, always ask if they're open. You want their permission to share information before sending. So this is just inviting to a Zoom, because obviously, we'll be often inviting people to Zooms, and obviously this is from Board, so this is one of Rachel's. But hey, I know you're right into your health and wellness. I don't know if you've ever considered earning extra income. Sorry, away. Oh my goodness. Hang on a second. I just need to move the people. Here we go. Sorry. Give me a second. Yeah. I don't know if you're ever considered earning extra income doing what I do, but I know lots of people are in need of income right now. Tonight, and you can say the time, the Zoom time, we have a Zoom event that I'd love for you to listen and hear more about the opportunity and why now is the best time to join. Zero pressure, of course, would just love for you to learn more. Can I send you the link? So there's your, can I send you the link? Or can I send you more information? There's you asking them permission to send them information. This is just a script that I did for our New Zealand Roadshow. And again, as I said, it's quite long. So, I go backwards and forwards. I change it up. Sometimes I try and make that, the short, sharp conversation starters. And then other times I'll send a longer message depending on how many people I'm inviting. So I've just put, hey, lovely, this is this is my words, this is how I talk. Make sure that you adapt it to how you talk and how, things that, the way that you would talk to somebody. How is everything in your world? Build rapport. So, this person, they'd just been to, their partner lives in Fiji. So I was just asking if they'd been to Fiji. But, ask them questions, or compliment them. Say something that you know about them. I'm so excited. Life Hunters is doing an incredible event on Friday the 10th of May in Christchurch, sharing the amazing activation products, including NRF2, collagen, and our incredible new skincare line. We are so lucky to have Dr. Gail Pearson and Tessia Fitzgerald, a beauty therapist with 23 years, coming to share all their expertise and knowledge and why they love the products and how they're benefiting so many. It would be fabulous if you would like to join me. Many people are looking for better health and additional income streams right now, and LifeVantage has a solution for both, plus an incredible community. It's at the Hotel Elms, and doors open 7:30 and starts at 7 p.m. and all guests will receive a free gift. Let me know if you can make it and I'll send you the RSVP link. So again, let me know if you can make it. I'll send you the RSVP link. I've tried to make it super simple for them. Like obviously all of that information is on the poster, but by putting the information in there, they know what time it starts, they know where it is, they know, how it might benefit them and why they might like to come along. But definitely it's not about what you say, it's how you say it, and that's definitely with excitement. So there's no perfect script. And also, other thing I will say is remember to follow up. And that's with all inviting, whether you're inviting to events or whether you're inviting, whether you're inviting people to have a look at the products, whether you're inviting people to have a look at the opportunity, follow up with a voice message. Voice messages are great. People love hearing your voice. The amount of times that I hear people, I leave a voice message and people go, oh my goodness, it's so nice to hear your voice. And then all of a sudden, we've got a conversation going. A phone call. People love getting phone calls. We're such a messaging world right now. So people love getting phone calls. They love hearing from us. As Josie said, what's in it for them? Your main focus when inviting is ask questions. So, those conversations that I started at the beginning, you can then ask questions, you can draw things out of them. Try and to keep that conversation going, to build that relationship, to build that excitement. We don't know what each person's results are going to be. And I think often we hold back from inviting people or from talking to people about this product or business. And the reality is that, this could actually be life-changing for them, giving them back their health and or an income source, which is absolutely priceless for some people. So always have that in the back of your mind when you're reaching out. If you're feeling nervous, just remember it's actually not about you. It's about the people that you're talking to. It's about the people that you're sharing this with. Now, just to go off on a little bit of a different tangent, what I've found lately when I've been inviting is people are busy. They are very busy. If you're brand new, then obviously, just inviting people and asking them if they want to join the Facebook groups, sending a link, because often we go, okay, we've done the inviting and now they want to know more, what do I send them? Those are really fantastic places to start, as Josie said. But one thing that I've actually found really good lately is I created just a very simple link tree, and that has been very good for sending to people that I've been connecting with, because it's got all of the information in one place. Now, Linktree is only one example. I know there's others out there that people might want to create. They're very simple and easy to create, but everything is all in one place. So you can put, I don't know if everybody's familiar with Linktree. If you're not, let me know and I can send you the link. But so this is just mine. I love the 7-minute video which has got the Tri-Synergizer in it, and also so I've got that as kind of the, start here, watch this first. Then I've got the NRF2 and I've got the collagen. And then obviously I've got they're different links. They go to my favorite NRF2 and my favorite collagen links. So, you'll have your favorites. So that's what you can put into your link tree. You can personalize it so that it's yours. And I've also got my shop link as well. And I find that, when I'm talking to people want to, if they're in the looking zone and they're looking at the information, they actually want to see all the information, and they don't necessarily want to be continually coming back to you. Now, it's really important that we obviously, build relationships and follow up with them after we've sent this. This isn't like a one-stop shop. This is just the beginning. But at least they can have a look at a video. They can go to the website. I think NRF2 takes them to Activated Life. Collagen takes them to another website, the collagen one. And then they can have a look at my link. So they can have a look at the price. And that's quite often what people want to be able to do. So that was just an idea I thought I'd share. Obviously, when you've, sent out any invite, whether it's to an event, whether it's, to anything, and then you've sent some information, you always need to follow up. And I cannot emphasize that enough in this busy world. So this is a Rob Sperry follow-up script, which I absolutely love, and you can personalize it at the beginning and the end, but it's such a good one just to be able to go back to people. So it's just said, hope all is well with you. Just wanted to check if you had a chance to check out the information I sent you. Absolutely no worries if not, just thought I'd check, as I would love your feedback. And that, I always get a response from that. So I highly recommend, that's just one of my favorites. I love because it is that follow-up. It is, we've got to follow up with people. I hear so often people say to me, oh, I invited somebody and I didn't hear back from them, or, so they're not interested, or I'm really crap at this because no, they didn't get back to me, I can't do this business. Honestly, you have to follow up with people. And I just know myself lately, like people have sent me information about something, and then I will get busy and it'll be in the back of my mind. And if somebody actually just dropped me a message and said, hey, Liko, have you had a chance to have a look at that information? I'm like, oh my goodness, that would be like a godsend, because like it would come to the top of my list again, as opposed to it just getting lost down the bottom. The most important thing when doing any inviting, and Josie said this as well, is keep in touch, keep building relationships. You never know when someone's circumstances will change. You're always looking for a reason to start a conversation, a new video, a new presentation, a testimonial you just read, reach out to them, new product. You can celebrate when somebody does something cool. And what I will say is that with the events, and what I say to people, like if there's Zoom events, if there's events happening in a town, yes, and somebody you think, oh, I wonder if they'll go to that, it doesn't actually matter. It's the reaching out, it's having another conversation. And you may know that, they might not be interested in that event or something, but you are creating another conversation. They're seeing, oh, wow, gosh, they've got a beauty therapist and a doctor going to that event. Wow, gosh, okay, maybe I really need to have a look at this product and have a look and, have a look at it, have a decent look at it, because they may not have looked at it before. So, yeah, that would be, one of my big things is just keep building those relationships. And I think that's me. And I've lost
So
you
there
all,
you go,
but
guys. I know there's a lot. Okay, let me just say before we close, you need to get good at inviting. So I'm going to have a gift for you. I'm just about to send it. It's a PDF. When I first started, I definitely invested in a lot of learning, a lot of tools, a lot of everything, because I really wanted to be good at what I'm doing, because I want to be a professional in the industry. And so Big Al has a book called Icebreaker. That is also a good one. If it's very cheap. You can get it on Amazon, whatever. So this one is a black book of script. Todd Falcone, he actually came to Australia before, and we hosted him at an event. He's really, really good. So feel free to download that, have a look. Your assignment could be that you can take a look. I hope you got a screenshot of that invitation formula, and then you write your own script. write a script for someone that write a script for someone that you probably have just met online. It's just write it. Just keep writing. What is it, that script that resonates with you, that really you'll be comfortable at sharing with others? So I hope that, you learn from the wisdom of Miss Liko and, things that we've shared to you today. So be good at inviting, invest your time, and go out there and learn. There's so many things on YouTube, and what you need is a notebook. I love, like if you look at my notebook, guys, it's definitely written down. Okay, so write it down, write down your best scripts, and let's go out there and make it happen. So we have our Mother's Day special.